say how mean they were. Or
Yeah, okay. Then you better leave, remember that? All right,
a little elbow grease.
all right. Then you went along and you met a Asian usher.
Usher,
Uh,
who suggested I walk up these stairs. Go this
She seemed like what? How? How did she appear?
Oh my God, there's a part of the dream that I put on the tape I didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
It's the end of the dream. When I'm in this big warehouse,
Yeah.
it's like I'm in this warehouse and I'm also looking down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And down the street, I see this big house.
The big.
A big house.
Ah, good.
Down the street, on the right-hand side of the street, is this big house. And walking up and down the stairways from the big house are a bunch of Buddhist monks.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I think in the dream, oh, they're the enforcers.
Thank you. That's very helpful. Good, good. With what state of
I don't
mind?
remember precisely if that came before I talked about my
It's all right.
past or after. Yeah,
No,
okay.
it's all right. All right. Good. You were going to describe the Vietnamese young lady, remember?
Okay.
In her 20s.
Should we just suggesting that I go this way?
Pleasant, unpleasant?
Pleasant.
Pleasant?
I didn't feel like I was being threatened. It was just like something I was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to do it.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. Then you went up, went down the hallway, then you meet the man. Any difference between these two?
Huh?
Any difference between the male and the female?
There seemed to be, or it could have been one person, but
Okay,
they changed countenances, they different functions as they went through.
okay. Now you meet the people that look like gangsters?
Yeah, I didn't meet them. I saw them in the room. They were kind of sitting on a table and stuff.
Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Sitting on tables,
Yeah, kind of,
right,
they were dressed in wide lapel suits and that sort of thing.
right, right.
And when I looked at them, it didn't look like they were threatening to me.
Mm-hmm. No personal threat.
No personal threat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Why?
Well, because they were enforcers, as I think about it now. But they weren't personally threatening to me.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
The door?
Open the door and then boom, all these clothing. And as soon as I saw all this clothing, I go, oh, you're in the clothing business.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of tickled me because the next
Okay.
day I went over to the Zen Stitcher.
Yeah.
You're in the clothing business. Yeah. And I said, oh, now I can tell you the story that's going to make you realize that
Maybe I can have something in common.
stuff is in common. I understand the clothing business for immigrants because my great
Then this allowed you to do what now?
to share a story
To share, right.
and to indicate that I understood, you know, that there was still an immigrant, you know, like there was that
Oh.
sense in me of what this was about.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you reveal that story. My great-grandfather came from
And I don't know
Canada.
whether I looked down the street and saw these monks coming in and out of this house.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I can't remember what sequence I saw that. And I told him the story, but I remember I was part of the dream somewhere in that.
Okay.
I didn't remember, but then I told him the story about the past, my great-great-grandfather.
Okay.
I think the monk scene came afterwards.
Fine.
After I told that story.
It's okay. Good, good. Thank you. Notice, putting it into words again gives the person a chance to fill in, recall things. Very important. Right? Thank you for your help on that. Now, your job, consider this. Right, you heard it. We have it sketched here. Do you notice any themes that repeat themselves? Let's label them. Right? A, B, C. We'll call this whole thing D. E. F. Okay? As you consider A, B, C, D, E, F, fine. G. Any themes you see reappearing, repeating themselves?
You don't belong here.
Pardon me?
I feel like the problem is with you don't belong here. There's some sort of fear.
That appears good, good, good.
And then when he comes out and
Good.
he finds in a warehouse, in a closet warehouse, it seems like he's trying to find a commonality with this person and his fear is gone.
Good. More themes? Any idea? Come on. Once more.
They're enforcers. The Buddhist monks are enforcers.
Enforcers. Right. Enforcers.
And even these guys are enforcers.
Enforcers.
Yeah, there was an application of pressure.
Good, good, good. So we have that. Good. What else?
Projections. Like the voice is projected and then the light is projected.
Theater. Projected. You're also using the idea of projection in that other sense, right? The voice is projected. Do you mean, and also on the hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, good,
And I
good.
think when he's
Good.
trying to communicate with those Asian guys, he is
Have to
projecting.
talk louder than the plane.
When he's trying to communicate with Asian gangsters, quote unquote, he's trying to project what is to be an immigrant.
Okay. Any other comments? Okay. All right. Suppose we look at this as a story. Would you agree? Here is where it starts. You don't belong here. It gets worse. All right. Is he able to deal with that? Does he deal with it successfully? Does he get out of there? He leaves. So to that degree, all right, A and B, wow, he reaches a success here, doesn't he? All right. Avoiding, well, yes, he doesn't.
Before, I saw the trend, and I said, this is good.
Yeah,
This isn't for me.
yeah. He either had to fight it or leave. He chose to leave. All right. Okay. Now, A and B there are great threats, as was pointed out a short while ago. Do you notice what happens with D, E, and F?
I'm not the subject of the threat.
You're no longer the subject of the threat's over. Right? The enforcers are not enforcers.
Oh my, I'm a spectator in the first two scenes as well.
That's right.
My own hands.
That's right. Passive.
Wow, my own hands are like a screen. Whoa.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
My own hands are like a screen.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that weird? Excuse me, I'm admiring this. I just saw stuff. Consider watching them being a spectator. That's what I'm thinking now. So the other side of projection.
Okay.
is I'm a spectator. I'm sitting there
Okay.
looking at the screen waiting for something to
Yeah.
happen. And then an image is projected on my own hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a funny relationship to have to one's hands.
Okay.
Right above the
Above his head.
Right above my head, I'm sitting here like this, and it says, da, 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 da. And it was right, it went to my hand, huh? It went on my hand. It was
Where was the projector?
over my head.